This is a tough story to tell. However, I must share it because for someone out there, it may be you. This may be just what you need to hear today. So here goes. Growing up, I was always extra, described by my teachers as a chatterbox since I was 5, and later on bossy because I would lead the kids at break times to perform short sketches and shows. When I was 13 and exploring my voice with opera singing, I became a laughing stock at school assemblies. The kids just couldn't relate. I would be shaken, but every time I went home and cried in my mother's arms, she would fill me with confidence and send me right back out again. Be who you are, she would say, a gift from God. And out I would go with faith renewed, only to be beaten down again. One day, everything came to a climax. I was 13 years old. It was a cool winter's day and I was enjoying sports, music and academics at school, minding my own business, when a classmate and friend decided to put me in my place. "So, you think you're so great, don't you?" she said tauntingly. "Well, let's see." She then proceeded to ask all the girls to pick a side. Their options were to either stand near her or stand near me. I really wasn't ready for that, and I wish I could forget that feeling, watching one by one as my shaky teenage confidence plummeted lower and lower with everybody that walked away from me. Finally, I stood there staring at 22 girls, wondering, why? What have I done wrong to deserve this? I swallowed my tears and walked away. That afternoon at home, my mother looked me deep in the eyes, fighting back tears that only now as a mother I can relate to. And she said, almost with a grin, 22 little girls stood against you? Only 22? Well, guess what? Look behind you. I looked behind, eager and curious. What? I asked as I stared into space. She placed a strong, queenly arm around my shoulders and whispered, "Behind you stand an army of admirers, supporters and cheerleaders. Your family, me, your dad, your grandparents, great-parents, and everyone who did their best to make sure you could come to this world and have a better life. Whenever you feel alone, look behind and listen for their cheers." Wow, I returned to school with a new confidence that I would carry throughout my life, and also with an insatiable desire to help other extra or unconfident people find their invisible tribe and see their own light within them. My headmistress, Miss Mercer, was a big fan of mine throughout high school. She was aware of the bullying and did her best to protect me and teach the instigators. So on my last day at school, before going off to university, she called me to her office and said the following: "Janine, I know you have been through a lot, and I know how strong you are. You can achieve anything in this life. So please, do this one thing. It is my only advice to you." I waited with bated breath. What? The impatient 17-year-old asked. "Don't sell yourself short." It took me years to understand why she said that and what it meant, and why she thought I would sell myself short. But finally, after many instances of selling myself short, I finally understand. I lived years dampening my light in order to be accepted, fearing a repeat of people walking away from me to the quote-unquote other side. And in doing so, I accepted situations that were less than I deserved, fees that were less than I deserved. I changed my language to be more tolerable and less radical or out there. Have you ever felt this way? So today, I say goodbye to that old way of living. No more selling myself short. As Lisa Nichols says, if I'm too bright for you, wear sunglasses. And hello again to the visionary, to the dreamer, the performer, the big thinker, the risk taker. Because after all, I am backed up by 1,000 invisible cheerleaders standing right behind me. And so are you.